today's class. Let me start with this Queen-McCliskey method. Okay. Okay, students, you have written few points here. Queen-McCliskey method. It was developed by Queen and then later modified by McCliskey. That is, hence the name Queen-McCliskey method. Primarily it was developed by Queen and then later modified by McCliskey. That is, hence the name is given Queen-McCliskey method. It is a method to find out prime implicants, and also from the prime implicants we can find out the essential prime implicants. Students, here for your reference I have written algorithm for generating prime implicants. How do we generate prime implicants using Queen-McCliskey method? This is the algorithm written here. So in the first step what we do is we try to list all the min terms in the binary form. In the binary form, for example, 2 means 0, 0, 1, 0. So all the min terms are listed in the binary form. In the next one, arrange the min terms according to min terms of 1. Now for example, in 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, the number of ones is 1. In 3, 0, 0, 1, 1, the number of ones is 2. So you need to group the min terms according to the number of ones present. Okay. Next, compare each binary number with every term in the adjacent higher category, and if they differ only in one position, that is, if they differ by only one position, then only you can compare one binary number with the binary number in the next category. In the next category means you have to categorize the min terms according to number of ones present in the binary form. Put a check mark and copy the term in the next column with a dash in the position that they differed. You can compare one binary number to the another binary number if they differ only by one position. Okay, and next if they differ only, then you have to write that particular min term in the next column. Okay, preferably this step will be understood by you when I solve a example. In the next few slides, I'll be solving few problems on Queen-McCliskey method. Okay, so that time you'll understand this third step. Apply the same process described in the step 3 for resultant column and continue this single pass until there is no further elimination. Next step is list all the prime implicants. Next, select the minimum number of prime implicants which must cover all the min terms. Okay, this last step is very important. Select the minimum number of prime implicants which must cover all the min terms. Okay, so this was the algorithm for generating a prime implicants using Queen-McCliskey method. Okay. So next, students, you will be understanding this particularly when I solve a problem. The Queen-McCliskey method for generating prime implicants or implicates. Prime implicants is related with SOP. Okay, implicates is related to POS. Basically, Queen-McCliskey method uses AB plus A bar B is equal to B. This principle. That is, when you take B common, no? When you take B common here, you get only, when you take B common here like this, B common, A plus A bar, you will get only B. Okay, so it uses this principle. If they differ by only one binary, one bit, then only you can compare. Okay, so here I'll be solving this problem. Students, I have given a problem here. Okay, students, see this problem, the first problem here. F of w x y z is equal to summation m 1 3 4 5 7 8 15. Find the prime implicants. This is a SOP given. Find the prime prime implicants using Queen-McCliskey method. So how to do it, students? First, write the numbers. See here. First, I will write it in decimal for your reference. Then I will write it in binary form. Decimal is 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 15. This is the given problem statement. I have listed it here like this. In the binary form, it is 0, 0, 0, 1. Next 0, 0, 1, 1, 3. Next 0, 1, 0, 0. It is for 4. Next 0, 1, 0, 1. 5 it is. Next 7, 0, 1, 1, 1. Next 8, 1, 0, 0, 0. Next 15, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so first we need to write the decimal numbers in the binary form. Okay, so next step is you have to group this according to number of ones. How to do it? See here. This is again decimal. Okay, and again binary. Okay, see students, here in 1, how many number of ones is there? 1 is there, isn't it? So I will write here 1. See students, next in the 3, how many number of ones are there? 2. So it belongs to next category. Next students, see 4, 0, 1, 0, 0. How many number of ones are there? 1 is there. So it belongs to first category, 4. Next 5 students, see this students, it has 5 is 0, 1, 0, 1. So how many ones are there? 2 are there. So it belongs to next category. This one, it is having 3 ones. So it belongs to next category because it is having 3 ones. Next students, see there 8. 8 is having only 1. Number of ones is 1. So it belongs to the first category. Next 15 is having 4 ones. It belongs to different category. Okay. So 1, 4, 2. These are all the decimal numbers having number of logic ones in the binary form as 1 only. So group it in, this is one group. 1, 4, 8 is one group. Next students, see 3 is having number of ones is 2. So this is the next category, 3. Next 5 is also having number of ones 2. So this belongs to the next category. 7 is having 3 ones. Okay, 7 is having 3 ones. So 8 is having 1. So it's already written here 8. Next 15. So 15 is having 4 ones. So 3, 5 belong to one group because the number of logic ones inside this is 2. Next category 7. 7 is having 3 ones. So it is 7 written here. Okay. So next, see this is 1, this is 2 ones, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 ones. Next, any other 3? No. 7 alone belongs to one category. Next 4 ones. 15 alone belongs to next category. Okay. So here students, 0, 1, how do you write? 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay. 4, how do you write? 0, 1, 0, 0. 8, how do you write? 1, 0, 0, 0. Okay. 3, how you write? 0, 0, 1, 1. 5, how you write? 0, 1, 0, 1. 7, how do you write? 0, 1, 1, 1. 15, how do you write? 1, 1, 1, 1. So, the second step we have done with the second step, students. So, here 1, 4, 8 belongs to one category because the number of logic 1 is 1. Here only 1 is there. Number of logic 1s present in 4 is 1. Number of logic 1 present in 8 is 1. Next 3, 5 contains two logic ones, so it belongs to next category, next group. 7 is containing 3 ones, so it belongs to next category. Next, this 15 is having 4 ones, so it belongs to next category. So here students, one group should be compared with another group if only one bit difference is there. Condition is only one bit difference should be there. So this is one group, this is a second group. First group should be compared with the second group. Second group should be compared with the third group. Third group should be compared with the fourth group. Condition is that only one bit difference should be there. Only one bit difference should be there. Okay students. So students, let me start comparing now. Compare 1 with 3. Is it possible? Yes, because see here, 1 is having 0, 3 is having 0. Next 1 is having 0, 3 is also having 0. Here it is difference, 0 here, 1 here. Fourth bit 1 1. So it is having only one bit difference, that too in third position. Here it is 0. Here it is 1. So how will I write it is, students listen here, 1 3, I'll write like this, 0 0 dash 1, because 0 0, this is also 0 0, here also 0 0. Here in the third bit position, here it is 0, here it is 1, so it is a dash. In the fourth bit position, here it is 1, here it is 1, so I will write 1 here. So like this you have to compare the one group binary number to the next group binary number. Next students, see, 1 can be compared with 5. Just check whether 1 can be compared with 5. See students, here it is 0, here it is 0, here it is 0, here it is 1. Second bit difference is there. Third is same. Fourth is also same. Only second bit difference is there. So I can write it now like this, 1 comma 5. Okay, 1 comma 5. So it is like this. So it is 0 dash 0 1, because second bit difference is there. See here, this is 0, here it is 1. So 1 is compared with 5. 1 is compared with 5 with 0 dash 0 1. Next is, okay, 3 and 5 both are compared with 1. Next 4. Can we compare 4 with 3? Can we compare 4 with 3? Just check, 0 0 1 0. 1 bit difference. 0 1, 2 bits difference. So 3 and 4 cannot be compared because more than 1 bit difference is there. Okay. Next, can we compare 4 and 5? Can we compare 4 and 5? Yes, isn't it? So I'll write 4 comma 5 like this. 4, 0 is there, 0 is there, 1 is there, 1 is there, 0 is there, 0 is there, 0 1. So it is 0 1 0 dash. Okay. 4 can be compared with 5. Next students, can we compare 8 with 3? No, see here there are 2 zeros, here there are 2 ones, so 2 bit difference. So 8 cannot be compared with 3 because it is having more than 1 bit difference. Okay. So next, can we compare 8 with 5 students? Here it is 1, here it is 0, here it is 0, here it is 1. So again 2 bit difference. So you can compare only if only 1 bit difference is there. Okay. So this group is over students. Mark a line like this. Next, compare second group with the third group. Okay. 3 can be compared with 7. Yes, we can compare it because only 1 bit difference is there. 3 with 7, that is 0 0 dash 1 1. Okay, we can compare 3 with 7. Students, can we compare 5 with 7? Now 3 with 7 is over. Next 5 with 7. 5 with 7, can we compare? Yes, only third bit difference is there. Okay, so we can compare 5 with 7. So that is here, what should I write students? Here 0 1 dash 1. Okay, so 3 and 7 is over, 5 and 7 is over. Okay, second with third comparing is over. Put a dash like this. Okay, students. Can we compare the third group with fourth, seventh with 15? Yes, only first bit is different. Others all are one, no here. So students, I will write here 7, 15. So it is dash 1, 1, 1 like this. Okay, so we have compared now. Okay, so next step says, okay, this comparison is over, students. So here, okay, if the number is present in this, no, put a tick mark in this. Okay, fine. 1 is present, so I'll put a tick mark. 3 is present here. 3 is present, no, I'll tick mark here 3. Next, 5 is present. This is 5. Okay, students, 5. Here also 5 is there. So what? Totally 5 is present. So put a tick mark 5. Okay. Next, 7. 7 is present. Okay, put a tick mark. 15 is present. Yes, put a tick mark. Next, 8 is present. 8. No, 8 is not present. Don't put a tick mark. Okay. 8 is not present. So don't put a tick mark. Next, 4. Check 4. 4 is present here. No, here it is present. So put a tick mark here. Okay, students. So 8 is not present in this. So don't put a tick mark here in 8. Okay. So now this comparison is over. Next, we need to compare first group with second group with third group. Okay, students. So can I compare? See, in 1, 3, no, dash is in the third bit position in 1, 3. In 1, 3, dash is in the third position. So I have to check here where third position dash is there. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So here it is dash. No, let me check 1, 3 with 5, 7. 1, 3 with 5, 7. Okay, 1, 3 with 5, 7. 0, 0, 0, 1. Here it is second bit is dash. Third bit is dash 1. Yes, we can compare it, students. 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay. So what do I write now? See, first bit is 0. I'll write 0 as it is. So 0, 1, 0, 1 means a dash. Okay. Third bit is dash only, no? So dash. Okay. Fourth bit is what? 1. Here 1, 3 with 5, 7. Fourth bit is 1. Okay. So next third bit dash. Here only second bit dash. So this is over. Next second bit dash is there here. So 1, 1, 1. 1, 5 with 3, 7 can be compared. No, students. 1, 5 with 3, 7 can be compared. But 1, 5, 3, 7 is already covered. Why should we write once again? It's already covered. Okay. Next second position is over. Last position. Here there is no last position. No, dash is last here. 4, 5 is last. Here there is no last position. No. So we cannot compare. Next with second with third. Okay. Second group comparison with third group. This first group is over. Next here second group with third group, students. So second with third means first here first dash is there, here no first dash is there, so no comparison. So up till here it gets stopped. This comparing gets stopped because there is no comparison here. Here is the last dash, here it is second and here it is third. So here it is first. So here there is no first dash. So you cannot compare it second with third. So here the problem stops comparison. Now stop comparison because there is no comparison happening further. Okay, students. So here 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3 is there, no? 1, 3. Put a tick. 1, 5. Yes, 1 and 5 are covered. No. So put a tick. Next 4, 5. No. 4, 5 is not covered. 5 is covered, but 4 is not covered. So don't put a tick mark here. 3, 7. See here. 3 and 7 both are covered. So put a tick mark. Next 5, 7. 5 and 7 both are there. See here. Both are there. So put a tick mark. 7 and 15. No, it is not there. So 7 and 15 is not there. So don't put a tick mark. Okay. Students, the last step. Which are not put a tick mark, those are the prime implicants. I repeat, those which are not put a tick mark, those are the prime implicants. Okay. So now here this is W, this is X, this is Y, this is Z. So how do I write this now? W bar Z. Next, this one, how do I write? W, X, Y, Z. Here I will write X, Y, Y, Z. Next, how do I write this now? W bar, okay, W bar, X, Y bar. It is W, this is W bar, X, Y bar. Z is dash here. Okay, so next 8 is present. How do you write 8 now? W, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Okay, so the final list prime implicants are, okay, the final list prime implicants, you have to list it. Okay, prime are, okay, see what are the prime implicants now present here? I will list it now, students. First one is this W bar Z, W bar Z, comma. Second one is this, what is that? W bar X, Y bar. Okay, next X, Y, Z, X, Y, Z, comma. Next, this 8 is not ticked no here. This is also prime implicant, that is W, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Okay, so this is the solution. This is the solution for this prime implicant using Queen-McCluskey method. We have found out the prime implicants. So this is the method to find out the prime implicants using Queen-McCluskey method. Okay, students, once again I will explain you this shortly. Okay, see first what is happening here. First problem statement will be given. Okay, we have to find out the prime implicants using Queen-McCluskey method. Okay, first list all this. Okay, first list all this decimal numbers. Next, put it in the binary form, first one. Next, put it according to the number of ones present in this binary form. 1, 4, 8 is in the one group because it contains only one logic 1. 3, 5 belongs to next group because it contains number of two logic ones. 7 contains 3 logic ones, so it belongs to another group. 15 contains number of logic ones is 4, so it belongs to another logic group. Next, what you have to do, write the binary forms. Okay, so this is first group, second group, third group, fourth group. Next, first group should be compared with the second group if they differ only in one bit position. For example, 1 and 3 differ only in one position, that is third bit position. So I have written here 0, 0, dash 1. Similarly, 1 with 5, it differs in second bit position. So put a dash here and write it again. Next, 4 with 5, it differs in last bit position. So I have written in this like this. Okay. Similarly, second with third comparison, 3 with 7, 5 with 7. They differ in 3 with 7 differ in second bit position. 5 and 7 differ in third bit position. Next, 7 with compared with 15, the third group with fourth group. It differs in a first bit only. All other bits are same. So here same I have written. This is dash 7, 15. Okay. So next again put a column here. Put again first group with second, second with the third. 1, 3, 5, 7 can be compared. So I have written next, which gives us the W bar Z. Which are unticked, those are the prime implicants. That is W bar Z is a prime implicant. Here XYZ is a prime implicant. Here W bar X Y bar is a prime implicant. And next 8 is not ticked, no. So 8 is also a prime implicant. W X bar Y bar Z bar. Okay. So this is a prime implicants. How many prime implicants are there? 4 are there. W bar Z, W bar X Y bar, X Y Z, W X bar Y bar Z bar. So these are the 4 implicants, prime implicants present in this particular problem. So I hope you understood, students, this one. Yes? Okay.
Hello, ma'am. I have a doubt.
Hello, understood this one?
Madam, that last grouping is there, no, madam?
Last grouping, yeah.
1357.
Yes,
So
yes. Huh,
we should
yeah,
have
yeah.
the,
This one. Huh.
so we should have the first and the last bit either 0 or 1, and it should not be blank. Then only we can group them.
Yeah, it should 1357. Huh? Why I have compared? Because see here 13 is a third bit dash is there, no third bit, and 57 is also third bit, no.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it is differing only in the second bit position. If you see here 13 is
Yes.
having 0 in second bit, 57 is having 1 in second bit. So 0 1, no, so you have to put dash here. In the first bit both is containing 0, in the last it is both are containing 1, isn't it? So 0 and 1 I have written. Third bit is already dash, second bit is 0 and 1, so I have written dash here, 0 dash dash 1. So 0 means W bar, Z means 1, so Z Z, W bar Z, like this.
Presentation not visible.
Huh?
Madam, your presentation is not visible.
What happened? I'm not able to listen.
Present the screen. Screen presentation is not visible.
Screen presentation, huh? 1 minute. Can you see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now tell me please, have you understood this? Can you understand? Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so any doubts in this particular problem? Any doubts in this? Okay, fine, I'll continue with the next. Students, next problem. Obtain the prime implicants of the function using Queen-McCliskey method. I've given a problem here. So you try it on your own and put the answer in the chat box. You try this problem. It is the same, similar problem only min-terms are different. It is the same problem I have given, same type. Okay, so just tell me this one. Do this and tell me this problem. I think everybody have a notebook and a pen sitting with you. Okay, so try to do it. If have you written down this statement? Have you written down the statement? Yes or no? Do it and tell me the prime implicants. Yes, do it students, this problem. First write decimal. And then write binary. Okay, write it. First you have 0, no? Write it. 0 belongs to one category. 0, next 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. Binary number 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 14, 1, 1, 1, 0, 15, 1, 1, 1, 1. Group it now, decimal, binary. So it is 0 belongs to one group. Okay. So number of logic ones 1 here. One number of logic ones, 1 here. Where it is? It is not there. Logic 1 anywhere it is there? No, it is not there. Leave this category as it is. Next, 5 is having 2 1. Next, 6 is having 2 ones. Next, 9 is having 2 ones. Next, 10 is having 2 ones. Next, okay, these all belong to second category. Number of logic ones is 2. Next, 7. Next, 13 is having 3 ones. 14 is having 3 ones. Next, last 15 is having 4 ones. Okay, students? Fine. So now see here, the zero is next category is empty, so you have to leave it as it is. Okay, so first second is also empty, so you cannot compare second with 3. So next go for the third group with fourth group comparison. Can I compare 5 with 7, students? 5 with 7? Yes, I can compare it and I can write it as 0, 1, dash 1. Okay, students, can I compare 5 with 13? Yes, I can compare it 5 with 13. Okay, 5 with 13, how do I write it? Dash 1, 0, 1. Next, can I compare? Next, check no, which one you can compare? Only 1 bit difference is there. So can I compare 6 with 7? Can I compare 6 with 7? Yes, I can compare it. Okay. So how do I write it, students? 0, 1, 1, dash. Can I compare 9 with 13? Can I compare them? Yes. 9 with 13 I can compare and I can write it like this. 1 dash 0, 1. Can I compare 10 with 7? No. Can I compare 10 with 13? No. Can I compare 10 with 14? Just check. 10 with 14. Only second bit is different. So 10 and 14 can be compared. 10 and 14 can be compared. 1 dash 1 0. Okay, students. So this is 10.
What about 6 with 14?
10 with 14 I can compare. So this group is over. Next, this third group should be compared with this fourth group. So can I compare 7 with 15? Yes, I can compare 7
What about
with
6 with 14?
15.
6 and 14, ma'am.
Yes?
6 and 14.
6 and 14, ma'am.
Okay, 6 and 14 can I compare? Can I write here little bit? Space is not there. So can I write it? 6, 14. What is the binary combination for that, students? Dash 6 and 14. Dash 1, 1, 0. Okay? Okay. Let me start with again third with fourth. 7 and 15 can be compared, students. Dash 1, 1, 1. Next, 13 and 15. Can I compare 13 and 15? Yes or no? 13 and 15 can be compared. What is the binary combination? 1, 1, dash 1. Next, can I compare 14 and 15? Yes, 14 and 15 can be compared. Okay. So what is that? 1, 1, 1, dash. This is over. Put a column here. Next tick the mark, tick it. Okay, 0 is not compared, only leave it. You should not tick it. 5 is there, no? 5 is there, no? 5. So 5, tick it. 5 is there. Okay, so here next, okay, first you compare this two. Okay, now this group with this group. Can I compare 5, 7 and 13, 15, students? 5, 7, third bit dash, and here 13, 15, third bit dash, and the first bit is changing. So it is dash 1, dash 1. Okay, it is dash 1, dash 1. That is 5, comma, 7, comma, 13, comma, 15. Okay, so it is dash 1 dash 1. Okay, students. Next, can I compare 6, 7, 14, 15? 6, 7 is last, 14, 15 is last. It is differing. First bit 6, 7, 0, 14, 15, 1. So dash 1, 1 dash. Dash 1, 1 dash. 6, comma 7, comma 7. 14, comma 15. Okay, so it is dash 1 1 dash. Okay, students, so I have to tick here now. 5 7 both are checked, tick mark. Next 5 13 is there here, so tick mark. 6 7 is there here, so tick mark. 9 13, 9 is not there, so don't tick it. Okay, 10 14, 14 is there but 10 is not there, don't tick it. Okay, 6 14, yes 6 14 both are there, so I'll tick mark. First one I had written 6 14, tick mark. Okay, next these two are untick because 9 is not there, 10 is not there, so untick. Next 7 15 is there, yes tick it. 13 15, yes tick it. 14 15, yes tick it. Okay, so like this. Here see, check, 15 is covered, 14 is covered, 13 is covered, 7 is covered, 10 is covered, 9 is covered here, 6 is covered here, 5 is also covered, only 0 is not covered, so don't tick it. So what are the prime implicants now here? W, X, Y, Z. So this is X, Z. This is X, Y. Okay. This is this one W, X, Y, Z bar. Next this one W, Y bar, W, Y bar, Z. And this 0, 0 is W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Okay, so what are the prime implicants now, students? Prime implicants. So I have to list it like this. Prime implicants are XZ, comma XY, comma WY bar Z, comma W Y Z bar. Why it is W Y Z bar. Next comma 0, W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. Okay, so these are the prime implicants. I just rub this. Okay, so these are the prime implicants. So I'll just write it once again. X, Z, comma, X, Y, comma, W, Y bar, Z, comma, W, Y, Z bar, comma, W bar, X bar, Y bar, Z bar. So this is the solution for the second problem. Okay, so this is the solution for the second problem. I hope you understood this. Okay, so this is also a second problem which we have found out the prime implicants using Queen-McCliskey method. Okay, so this was second problem. So next I have solved it, students, for you. Okay, so what is happening here is in this particular this expression, minimize the expression using Queen-McCliskey method. Y is given, some expression is given here. What is this? A bar means 0, 1, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 0 means 4. 0, 1, 0, 1 means what? 5. Okay, 0, this is 1, 1. 1, 1, 0, 0 means 12. 1101 means 13. 1001 means 9. 0010 means 2. Okay. So what I have done, I have listed these min terms as it is. 2, 4, 5. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 9, 12, 13. So these all I have listed here. Okay. So here 2 is there, 4 is there, 5 is there, 9 is there, 12 is there, 13 is there. What I have done, students, here is I have written in the binary form first. First I have written binary form. Next what I have done, students, here 2, 4 contain number of logic 1 is, here it is 1 and here it is 1. So they belong to one group. Next 5, 9, 12 they belong to second group because 5, 9, 12 they contain 2 logic 1, so they belong to second group. 13 contain 3 logic 1, it belongs to third group. Now students start comparing first group with the second group. Can I compare 2 with 5, 2 with 9, 2 with 12? Like that you have to compare. So if it is not possible, I have not written here. Next 4 with 5, 4 with 9, 4 with 12. You have to compare like that. 4 with 5 is possible, I have written here. 4 with 9 is not possible, I have not written here. Because see, check this 1 bit position change, 1 bit position. So there are more than 1 bit difference. So I cannot compare 4 with 9. Next students, 4 with 12. Can I compare it? Yes. It differs only in first bit. Dash 1, 1, 0. Similarly, second group with third group. Second one with third group. So, can I compare 5 with 13? Yes, I have written here. Can I compare 9 with 13? Yes, I have written here. Second bit difference. Can I compare 12 with 13? Yes, last bit difference. Okay. So, whatever numbers are present here, students, that one you have to tick. 4, 5, 4 tick, 5 tick, next 12, 12 tick, next 5 is there, 5 tick, next 9 is there, 9 tick, okay, 12, 13, okay, 12 is ticked, 13 is ticked. 2 is not there, no, here, see somewhere, can you see 2 here? No, so don't tick it, this 2, don't tick it, okay, it is a prime implicant. Next, compare the first group with the second group. 4, 5 can be compared with 12, 13. See here, last dash is there. Here also last dash is there. Only 1 bit difference is there. Dash 10 dash. It is dash 10 dash. 4, 5 is compared with 12, 13. Here it is first dash. Here it is also first dash. See here, 4, 12, 5, 13. Same thing. 4, 12, 5, 13. It's already compared. No. So why you are writing once again? This one over. Okay, so this procedure completes the comparison until there is next no further comparison. Okay, so next, so here I have written here this one. What is this? B C bar. What is this? B C bar. Okay, what is this? A C bar D. Okay, what is this? A bar, B bar, C, D bar. Okay, so this one I have listed here. Prime implicants are these. Okay, I have listed here. Prime implicants are these. BC bar I have written here. See here, BC bar, that one only I have written here. Next, AC bar D. That I have written here. Next 2 is unticked. So that is also prime implicant. So we have 3 prime implicants here. So out of this, how to find out the EPIs, essential prime implicants. Okay. So next, see here, how many are there? 2, 4, 5, 9. So I have written here 2, 4, 5, minterm. What is this? M? Minterm 2, minterm 4, minterm 5, minterm 9, minterm 12 and minterm last one, minterm 13. So BC bar covers which minterm? See here, this is BC bar. No, what it covers? 4, 5, 12, 13. So I have written here a dot. 4, 5, 12, Next, A C bar D, which it covers 9 and 13. A C bar D, it covers 9 and 13. Okay, so it covers 9 and 13. So here AC bar D covers 9 and 13. 9 and 13. Next, A bar, B bar, C, D bar, it covers only 2. So 2. Okay. So here you can see single column dot. You have to check. Okay. This is single column dot. No. This one is single column dot. Okay. So this particular row is essential prime implicant. Okay. Here also single dot is there, see, in this column. So that particular row is essential prime implicant. Here also see single column dot is there. In the column single dot is there. That particular row is essential prime implicant. So now see here, this is single column, no? This one, this is a EPI. A bar, B bar, C, D bar, that is 2, that is EPI. Next, this one, this one is also a EPI, because BC bar, it's also EPI because it's having a single dot. This is also single dot, so it's already covered here. Next, in M9, second row is having single dot, so that particular row is also a essential prime implicant. So whichever column is having single dot, that particular row is essential prime implicant. In this, no, all the three are essential prime implicants. In this, all the three are essential prime implicants, because this column has single dot, this column has single dot, that particular row is EPI, this column is having single dot, this particular is EPI, particular row implicant is EPI. Next, here you can see M9, second is dot is there, because AC bar D covers 9 and 13. So 9 and 13. So single dot is there in this column. That particular row is EPI. So all the three are essential prime implicant. Okay, all the three are essential prime implicants as well as prime implicants. Okay, what is this known as? This is known as prime implicant selection chart table. Okay, so list all the prime implicants and put the dots which all minterm it covers. Okay, put the dots where all it covers. Next, check the single dot where it is there. Single dot where it is there. Single dot, that particular row is a prime implicant. This is a single dot, that particular row is a prime implicant. This is a single dot, that particular row is a essential prime implicant. So a column which contains a single dot, that particular row is a essential prime implicant. So this can be done with the help of prime implicant selection chart table. Okay, so here we have, in this particular problem, we have 3 prime implicants as well as the 3 essential prime implicants. So in this way we have to find out the prime implicants and essential prime implicants.